Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman, and this is my review for Shameless. Shameless Screen Entertainment was nice enough to send over a few more films for me to check out, and this time it's going to be the 1988 film Phantom of Death, starring Michael York. Michael York plays a man in his 30s who is a popular concert pianist. And he's very well known. I'm trying to figure this out. He's very well known and he's very loved by everybody, but he has a problem. He has a genetic disorder. It's usually something that you see that manifests in kids at a young age, but for some reason it went dormant until he hit his adult years, and now he's rapidly aging. This is kind of like Phantom of the Opera meets Jack with Robin Williams, you know. So now he's rapidly aging, and he's losing his mind. It's really a bizarre thing. People are dying left and right, and the police are trying to figure out who's doing it. And it's a really cool whodunit crime thriller. I would say this is probably one of Michael York's best films. I enjoy Michael York. I think he's probably one of the better actors that ever came out of the UK. You know. But this movie has everything. It has, I mean, there's some seriously bloody scenes in this movie. It's worth watching. I would say if when it came down to it, I would give this a 3 1/4 chainsaws out of 4 chainsaws. You know? It's just a fun movie. I can't say enough how well this looks. This is another one of those movies where Shameless turned around and said, "Hey, let's get the masters, or let's get a copy of the movie and let's see what we can do with it." There are a few parts that it gets a little grainy, and in fact there's a few parts that there's no American dialogue. I mean, there is American dialogue through this movie, but for some reason they didn't have the soundtrack at that. So all of a sudden Michael York will go from like speaking English to like one sentence in Italian, then back to English. And it's on purpose. I mean, it's because they just didn't have the audio track for that one little spot, and they bring up the American the English subtitles so you can read it if if you're worried about it. But yeah, they did a really good job. Like I said, there's a few parts that are popping and scratching. This was Shameless's second movie. See, it's right there, Shameless 002. This was the second one that they put out. So for that, they did a good job. Again, I would say 3 1/4 chainsaws out of 4. It's well worth the watch. I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.